The hard way is actually way more meaningful. And I know many of you are probably like, dude, what are you talking about? Why would anyone want to choose the hard way? Okay, hear me out. Okay, obviously the easy route is it's easy, there's not a lot of friction, it's convenient, it saves you time. But hear me out. Do you think we've lost our way as a society by optimizing and making everything so easy, efficient, convenient, optimized? Truly think about it. You want to order food, you want to get food, just order DoorDash. Delivers to your house in 30 minutes. You need to order a chair, this office chair right here. I don't have to go to the store anymore. I can just order on Amazon. Oh, you're single, you want to date. All you have to do is open the phone and start swiping. You don't even have to go out and put your guts on the line and ask that pretty girl out. You can just swipe from the comfort of your home. Oh, business. Oh, back in the day, I sound like an old head, but back in the day, you used to cold call, door knock. Now, you just send an email, or better yet, you just send a text. Have we lost our way as a society? I don't think we have, but we're headed there if we continue to try to just optimize, and we don't hold on to what brought us here. Before there was Tinder, before there was email, before there was DoorDash and Amazon, which I'm very grateful for all those things except Tinder. I don't use that. I'm very grateful for DoorDash, not even DoorDash. I don't use DoorDash, but I'm grateful for Amazon, and that's about it. When it comes to convenience. But before that, we had to go cook our own food. We had to go up to that pretty girl at the bar or the pretty girl at the mall and say, hey, what's your name? We had to go out and pick up a freaking heavy couch and go lug it in the car and somehow fit it in the car, fit it on top of the car, and bring it upstairs. That built character. That built a lot of character. It built heart, it built soul, it built grit, it built tenacity. And it forced you to do things that are hard regardless of how you feel. Now, what are you doing in life that actually pushes you and that you have to show up every day regardless how you feel outside of work? Because everyone has to work. Everyone has to pay bills, right? And when I look at a couple of the reasons why you need to choose to do hard things and add some friction, add some resilience to your life, it's simple. Number one, when you start to live life on easy mode, you completely optimize everything, which is great. But what happens on the days where DoorDash is shut off? Or when Tinder, you get banned on Tinder like half of you guys? Or your Amazon shuts down for the day, like AWS. I know AWS shut down for like 24 hours a while ago, or 12 hours or something like that. What happens then? Oh, you don't know what to do. You don't know how to cook. You don't have food in the pantry because you rely on DoorDash. Oh, you don't know how to go up to that cute girl because all of a sudden you've been so used to swiping on Tinder and all the other dating apps that like you lost that skill. You lost the gift of gab. You can't even function. That's why when you do the hard things, when you do the hardest thing, everything else feels easy because there's nothing harder than that. There's nothing harder going when you want to meet someone than going up and actually talking to them and they have no idea who you are, right? The next thing is gratitude. You stop appreciating the small things, the small wins when life gets on easy mode. Because what happens is you get so used to just, DoorDash and Tinder and this and that and everything's coming towards me that, it's just the raw reality of things. Do you think our grandparents look at DoorDash and all those things and go, oh yeah, that's just reality? No. They freaking fought and killed for what they had. And so all of a sudden, what used to be a luxury is just is just a normality now. And that is not a good thing for our society. But here's why doing the hard things actually makes you better. So on top of the gratitude, doing something hard and then accomplishing a goal makes the goal so much sweeter, right? Doing something easy and accomplishing the goal is not even a goal. It's not even sweet. But doing something hard, running a big marathon, and then hitting that finish line, God, the victory is amazing. And when you do something hard and you push, regardless how you feel, and you keep showing up day after day after day, that reward is just like heavenly. Because you went through so much darkness and now you have the light. Because there's no light without the dark. There's no good without the bad. And I'm not saying friction and resilience and friction and resistance are bad, but it's tough. It's a struggle. It makes you feel. And that's the second point. It makes you feel. When you get so used to optimization, you're desensitized to like everything. It's just like I said earlier, it's just a normality. But when you get punched in the nose, you feel a little something. When you run a couple miles and you're tired and your lungs hurt, you're feeling something. When that girl says, no, I don't want to date you, you're feeling something. And it sucks, and that pain sucks. But that pain drives you to the next level. And all of a sudden, because of that pain, you're at a level 100 when you were originally supposed to be shooting for level 10. Because that pain, that little sting, made you feel something. And that feeling was uncomfortable, and you never wanted to feel that again. So you changed your path, you changed your ways, and you recovered, and you kept showing up. And the last thing is this. When you choose hard, when you really choose to do something the hard way, and you accomplish your goals, you build a muscle, and that muscle never goes away. Say you start a company, it gets to $1 million, you're working your butt off, you chose the hard way, you chose not to scam people, you chose to do business the right way, and you got to $1 million. It might have taken you 5-6 years, and then all of a sudden you get to 100 million, and life is easy. But you have that resilience built in to your system, and that work ethic and that drive and that grit that you just keep on going. Even at 100 million, you just keep on showing up. And maybe you're pushing yourself somewhere else. Maybe it's not that you're working your face off anymore in work, but maybe you're working out in the gym, or maybe you're training for a marathon, or maybe you're trying to learn a different skill, right? But because you chose the hard way early, you brought that into the success that you had in your career later on, even when it got easy. And choosing hard equals longevity. So, where do we go from here? How do we choose hard on a daily basis? Well, don't ruin a damn good thing. If things are rolling for you, don't get in the way of it. But challenge yourself. Push yourself outside of that. For me right now, business is rolling. We've worked really hard for the last 3 years, and we're finally really hitting our stride. I call it sprint speed. But guess what? I'm not going to get in the way of that. But how do I find hard in this season of fruitfulness and abundance? I'm waking up at 4 a.m. Right now, it's 12:20. I could barely keep my eyes open because I've been looking at a screen all day. They're so dry, I can't even keep my eyes open. It's 12:20 midnight, and I'm doing this. I made 5 videos tonight. And no, I made 4 videos tonight. 3 short form, and this is a long form one. And I'm waking up at 4 a.m. I'll probably sleep until 7 tomorrow because we're going on a trip. But I choose to wake up at 4 or 5 a.m. every single morning and work out as hard as I can twice a day. I'm in 75 hard. and I'm choosing to build my mind and build my body that way, even though times are really good in the business right now. Because I don't want to get lazy. I want to keep my foot on the gas and stay resilient, because when things get easy, what happens is when things get easy and when things get good, we often take our foot off the gas. And right there, that's the beginning of the end. So as you move on to this life, and I know you're watching this, and I know if you're still watching this video, I know you're going to be successful because you really want it. Right? I have nothing to sell you. I just want to impact your life. And the greatest thing you can do is to show up regardless how you feel. Choose hard. Choose the difficult path, because in the end, it's going to be worth it.